NBA Infinite just posted the changes that we're going to see in the next hotfix update for the game, and there are a lot of players that are not happy about it. We're going to be taking a look at everything that's supposed to happen in the upcoming update, what it means for the game, and whether or not there's a chance that it might actually be reverted. As some of you might know, I am a part of the Courtside Creators Program, and we have the opportunity for our feedback to be passed on to the developers. So if you think there are specific changes that should happen in place of the ones that are happening in the upcoming update, make sure to drop in the comments below and we'll go ahead and hop into it. As you guys can see right here, we have the patch notes for the change that is supposed to be happening over the night tonight. NBA Infinite will be deploying a mandatory hotfix from 2 to 3 a.m. Pacific time. You'll be prompted to complete the hotfix before you can enter an in-game lobby. These are the details of it. So some of them are not necessarily a bad thing. We are going to be having Anthony Davis now moved into the Game Changers packs. This is easily one of the best defensive and rebounding power forwards in the game. I guess technically he's not a center. They may actually have him listed as a center. I'm not 100% positive, but either way, I've seen QJB put up some ridiculous numbers. So obviously this is something to get excited about because he is going to be much more obtainable and he's going to be potentially one of the counters for Karl Anthony Towns in the game right now. We also have Klay Thompson being added into the limited epics pool. I believe that's going to apply to all the packs regardless of whether they're common, classics, infinite packs, whatever they would be. That will be for about a week as well. Increased drop rate for him, and I know he's going to be a three-point monster, so obviously alongside his defense, that's going to make him in high demand. There are also going to be Anthony Davis packs in the store. That's only going to be for 3 days. I'm curious what that's going to look like. I'm assuming it's probably going to be with IC and not with Diamond, so it's probably not something a lot of people are going to look at. But the current Game Changers pool featuring Giannis, James Harden, and Cover Classic are going to be removed, and obviously that is a big reason that a lot of people are not excited. Now obviously the Giannis and the James Harden are going to be replaced with Anthony Davis, so it's not like there's not going to be any type of substitute, but the removal of the Cover Classics is one thing that already has a lot of players mad about this upcoming change. Guaranteed system progress will not be saved, so if you guys are going to spend your diamonds, I would recommend doing it as soon as possible. The Game Changers rebate event will be removed on 3/14 as well, so you will still be able to earn free Game Changers tickets, but there are some more changes that are happening to the store that people once again are not happy about. Ticket section will be removed from the store, while some packs will be moved to the featured section. Obviously that's the primary place where most people with spending diamonds buy their tickets. Team Infinite tickets and Cover Classics are removed from the store listing. Once again, those are two things that people are not happy about, as those are 2 of the 4 packs that are available to free-to-play players. The Giannis and the Cover Classic Karl Towns pack will be removed from the store as well. We already knew that Giannis was going to be removed based on the note that we saw earlier. Game Changers tickets and star-studded tickets will be moved to the featured section, and the purchase limit with diamonds is going to be changed to 10 tickets per week. So not only are we no longer going to have any tickets that only cost 45 diamonds a piece, but we're only going to have 10 tickets of each of those that cost 200 diamonds a piece. Obviously that's 10 tickets multiplied out by 2, also multiplied out by 200 per whatever is the cost of it. So effectively 4,000 diamonds per week is now going to be the new limit for how much you can spend as a free-to-play player. Obviously a lot of people are not happy about it. We do also have some changes to the Advanced Lucky Pack, but I don't think that's going to be taking a whole lot of people's attention. The main issue that people do have with the changes that are arriving are the removal of those free-to-play player packs with the Infinite tickets and the Cover Classic tickets, and a massive reduction to the other possible options, which means an overall reduction of 80% for all the packets that are currently available for free-to-play players in NBA Infinite. Naturally, a lot of people are not happy about that. Now, NBA Infinite did post a response to what the community was saying about the changes that were announced earlier today, but to say that the community was not happy with it would be a bit of an understatement. To brief it up right here, they'll say that they've heard the feedback that was sent back about the hotfix and that it wasn't received well. They have said that the change of Game Changers and star-studded packs to 10 tickets is going to be dynamic, which means they'll continue to make changes based on the results that they see as the outcome of that change. The third paragraph's a little bit confusing, so I'll just read through it and let you interpret for yourselves what it could actually mean. We also noticed some feedback regarding the removal of some event pools. I'm assuming that means the Common Classics and the Infinite packs. This change was made to help guide players to more of the new game content. Don't know what that means. Hopefully resulting in more frequent legendary drops. Once again, don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's just more frequent changes to the Game Changer packs. Some subsequent legendary player pools will also be updated to reflect these changes as well. Once again, don't know what it means. With all that said, we're granting the following rewards as a token of our appreciation for your continued patience and support: 200 diamonds and 3 Team Infinite tickets. It feels like they could have done a little bit better than that. These rewards will be automatically sent to your in-game mailbox over the next day or two, so keep an eye out. So on the bright side, you guys do get some freebies, but it's not a whole lot if I'm being honest. Once again, as somebody who's a part of the Courtside Creators Program, I have the opportunity for my feedback to be passed directly to the developers. So I have voiced my opinion on this, in that it feels a little bit misleading that, especially in the initial weeks that we had the game, the fact that it was extremely free to play friendly just for all of those packs to be removed. Like I said, basically 80% of the overall available packs for free to play players feels like a bit of a bait and switch. I know that NBA Infinite has passed on the fact that they are apologetic for what has happened and the fact that we get a couple of diamonds and a couple of tickets out of it, but to be honest, I think the community at large would much rather prefer to see the change reverted, or at least to see a large portion of it reverted, and to still have some opportunity to get common classic packs and infinite packs, as obviously those are some of the fan favorites. Overall, 4,000 diamonds is definitely not easy to obtain on a weekly basis, so I don't think that it's going to be a huge deal one way or another if that is something that is sustained, but especially the trend that it seems to indicate is that the game is going to start to become more pay to win, and I know that's something that nobody in the community really wants to see. Having been working around mobile games and creating content around them for the past 7 years, I understand more than just about anybody that at the end of the day, they are running a business and they do have to make money somehow, but I think there are ways to be able to make the game as free to play as possible while still creating opportunities for players who do want to get some of the better players by spending money on the game. I think the LeBron draw is a perfect example of how things could be improved, because I think somebody did the math and it takes around $800 or $900 to complete the draw. I think if there was better value to be found out of it and at a more reasonable price, there would be a lot more players that are willing to spend money on the game to improve their teams to a certain margin or another, while still leaving those options in the game for free to play players to improve their teams. One of the beauties of NBA Infinite that makes it so different from games like NBA Live Mobile and NBA 2K Mobile is it's not purely based on the amount of money that you spend on the game. Even some of the budget beasts that are available for 2 to 3 million coins can keep up with the best of the best, but especially when you get to some of those top tier cards, it does become so much more difficult to keep up, and especially if you remove that option for free to play players, I think we're going to see overall decreased satisfaction and probably a drop in the overall player pool as well. For a game that's as new as NBA Infinite, that is the last thing you want to see. This is a game that should be in its growth phase. It certainly is right now, and I would like to see it continue on that trend. I'll continue doing my best to make sure this game is as free to play as possible, and hopefully give them some alternatives that can help them increase purchases in game as well to make it more rewarding for pay to play players. So if you guys have any recommendations for things like that, let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.